Namaste dear children, I am Rekha. Welcome to my channel Rekha's Knowledge Hub. Today we will see NCERT Classic Social Science Chapter 3 Landforms and Life Summary and Textbook Questions. In this chapter we explored the three main landforms. We have learnt about the three main types of landforms, but its surface is very complex and experts often define a few more landforms. The Earth's surface is very complicated and experts say there are more types of landforms. One such landform is the desert. One example of an extra landform is a desert. Deserts are considered to be large and dry expanses with very little precipitation. Deserts are big, dry areas with very little rain. Precipitation means rainfall. Their flora and fauna are also unique. Flora and fauna means plants and animals. The plants and animals found there are special and different from other places. Some deserts are hot, like the Sahara Desert in Africa or the Thar Desert in the northwest of the Indian subcontinent. Some deserts are hot, for example, the Sahara Desert in Africa and the Thar Desert in northwestern India. Others are cold, like the Gobi Desert in Asia. Some experts also describe the Antarctica continent as a desert. Some deserts are hot, some deserts are cold, like the Gobi Desert in Asia. Some experts even say Antarctica is a desert. Despite harsh living conditions, humans have adapted to most of the deserts. Even though deserts are tough places to live, people have learned how to survive there. In India, communities living in the Thar Desert or migrating through it hold rich cultural traditions such as folk songs and legends related to the desert. In India, the people of the Thar Desert or those passing through Thar Desert have many traditions like songs and stories connected to the desert. The diverse ways in which humans have made all landforms their home is a testimony to our adaptability and resilience. The different ways, the diverse ways people live in all kinds of places show how adaptable and strong we are. Resilience means the capacity to meet challenges and difficulties, adapt to them or overcome them. What is resilience? The ability to face problems and difficulties, adjust to them or get through them successfully. That is resilience. So the different ways people live in all kinds of places show how adaptable and strong we are. The five Tinays of ancient Tamil Sangam poetry are five landscapes associated with certain specific deities, lifestyles, moods, or emotions such as love, longing, separation, quarrel, etc. In old Tamil Sangam poetry, there are five types of landscapes. Each one is linked with certain goals, ways of living, and feelings like love, missing someone, being apart, or arguing. This table only lists the characteristics of the five landscapes and the main human occupations in each. This table shows the features of the five landscapes and the main jobs people did there. See, Tinai, landscape, main occupation. First one, Kurunji. The landscape is mountainous regions. What's their main occupation? Hunting and gathering. Then Mullai. Landscape, grasslands and forest. Main occupation is cattle rearing. Then Marudam. Landscape, fertile agricultural plains. Their main occupation, farming. Then Neidal. Landscape, coastal regions. Main occupation, fishing and seafaring. Then Palai. Landscape, arid desert-like regions. Main occupation, journeying and fighting. These 5 constitute a different classification of landforms than the one we have seen, but they reflect a keen awareness of the diverse regions and their characteristics. This way of classifying land is different from the usual one, but it shows how well people understood different regions and their features. They also illustrate the deep connection between humanity and the natural environment. They also show the strong link between people and nature. You do not need to remember the details of the Tines, but the concepts they reflect need to be understood. You don't need to memorize the exact details, but you should understand the ideas they represent. Now we will see the summary of this chapter. Landforms are classified into 3 main types: mountains, plateaus and plains. They have very different physical characteristics and environments. The Earth's surface can mainly be grouped into 3 types of large natural shapes. See, mountains, tall and steep, then plateaus, flat and high, plains, flat and low. Each has its own unique shape, height and climate. Throughout history, people's lives and activities have been much impacted by the type of landform they have lived in. Where people live, for example, mountains, plains or plateaus, affects what they eat, what jobs they do and how they live. These landforms are an integral part of culture across the world. Indian culture in particular has celebrated them in diverse ways. Landforms are very important in traditions and stories. In India, they are part of festivals, songs, art and religion. Each landform offers different challenges as well as opportunities. Every type of landform has some difficulties like farming in mountains and some advantages like fertile soil in plains. Questions, activities and projects. In what type of landform is your town, village, city located? Which features mentioned in this chapter do you see around you? My town is located in a plain landform. I can see features like flat land, fertile soil, rivers, farms, and many villages and towns spread out. This will depend on where you live. For example, if you live in Delhi, then you can write plains with a fertile land and rivers. If you live in Shimla, you can write mountains with steep slopes and cool climate. So this will depend on where you live. Let us go back to our initial trip from Chota Nagpur to Prayagraj and Almora. Describe the 3 landforms you came across on the way. Remember our initial trip from Chota Nagpur to Prayagraj and Almora. We have to describe the 3 landforms we came across on the way. See, first one, plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau with rocky land and mineral-rich soil. Then plains, the flat and fertile Indo-Gangetic plains near Prayagraj. Then third one, mountains, the hilly and forested areas of the Himalayas near Almora. So we came across plateau, plains and mountains. Chota Nagpur, it is a plateau, high flat land rich in minerals. Prayagraj, plains, flat fertile land good for farming. Then Almora, mountains, high steep slopes, scenic, cooler climate. List a few famous pilgrimage spots in India along with the landforms in which they are found. See, this one is Badrinath. This is a mountain landform. The next one, Varanasi. This is a plain. Then this one, Shirdi Sai Baba temple. This is a plateau. State weather, true or false? The Himalayas are young mountains with rounded tops. Is it true? False. Why? They are young mountains but have sharp peaks, pointed peaks, not rounded tops. Next one, plateaus usually rise sharply at least on one side. This is a true statement. They often have steep slopes on at least one side. The next one, mountains and hills belong to the same type of landform. This is also true. Both are elevated landforms. Hills are just smaller. Then mountains, plateaus and rivers in India have the same type of flora and fauna. Is it correct? No, this is a false statement. Plants and animals vary depending on climate and landform. Then Ganga is a tributary to the Yamuna. Is it true? False. The Yamuna is a tributary to the Ganga. Next one, deserts have unique flora and fauna. This statement is true. Only certain plants and animals can survive in deserts. Next one, melting snow feeds rivers. Is it correct? True. Snow from mountains melts and becomes river water. Next one, sediments from rivers deposited in the plains makes the land fertile. This statement is also true. This is why plains are good for farming. Then, all deserts are hot. Is it correct? False. Some deserts are cold, like the Gobi and Antarctica. Match words in pairs. Mount Everest, climbing. Rafting, river. Camels, desert. Plateau, roof of the world. Gangetic plains, rice fields. Waterway, Ganga. Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa. Yamuna, tributary. Children, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. We will see you in the next video. Thank you.